Hello student. Now we learn that is the concept of biology. We study here what is the concept of biology. Then we already know that is the biology is the special branch of science. Biology is the special branch of science in which we study about that is the living, that is called biology. Biology is the Greek word. This biology is the Greek word. These are the Greek words. These words made up of two words. One is the bios, another is logos. Bios means life and logos means study. Biology is the branch of science in which we study about life. Then you can define. You can define the term biology. Biology is the special branch of science in which we study about life. So we study what is the biology. The term biology was given by two greatest biologists. Two greatest biologists first of all coined the term biology. One is Lamarck. They are famous in that time. And other is Treviranus. Lamarck and Treviranus, two greatest biologists, coined the term, established a new branch of science that is called biology. Biology is nothing. Biology is the branch of science that we study about life. You already know life. What is the life you study in the slogan? Life is like a dream. Life is like ice cream. If you use the ice cream, then you can test it. If you do not using this, then you also miss it. So I say the life is like a ice cream. So you see here what is the life. I describe you what is the life. You see here biology. Biology is the special branch of science in which we study about life. This branch was established by two greatest biologists. One is the Lamarck, other is Treviranus. Lamarck and Treviranus coined the term biology. This is the Greek word. Bios means life, logos means study. That biology have two branches. Biology contains two branches. In the biology there is two branches of the biology. One is that is the zoology. One is the zoology, and other is the botany. This is the two main branches of the biology. Biology contains two main branches. One is the zoology and other is the botany. What is the zoology? The zoology is that if you have to define the zoology, then how you can define the zoology? Zoology is the special branch of biology. Zoology is the special branch of biology in which we study about animals. That is animal science. Animals. Then these are that is animal science. That is the zoology, the special branch of biology in which we study about animals. Then you see here, zoology also Greek word. The zoology is the Greek word made up of two words. That is one is the zoon. Zoon means animal. Another is logos. Logos means you already know that is study. Logos means study. Then you can say that is the zoology. Zoology is the special branch of biology in which we study about animals. Animal science. This term, that is zoology, the term first of all coined by Aristotle. The term zoology was coined by Aristotle. Aristotle first of all coined the term zoology. So zoology is the special branch of biology in which we study about the animals. So these are that is the second branch of that is the biology, that is called botany. Botany also a Greek word made up of botany. Botany means herb. Herb means plant. The botany also that is the special branch of biology. Botany is the special branch of biology in which we study about plants. That are, the term was coined by the father of botany. That you can say father of botany. Father of botany. That is called Theophrastus. Theophrastus. Theophrastus is the father of botany. And botany is the branch of biology in which we study about plants. Her means plants. Then these are the Theophrastus is the father of botany. Then other branch, that is zoology. Zoology have which one father? Father of zoology, Aristotle. The father of zoology is the Aristotle and father of botany is the Theophrastus. And both are called biology. Biology also Greek word. So these words are Greek words and in which we study about the biology. Biology is the living science. You see here. Biology is the living science. So biology is the living science. These are the living science. Biology is the which one science? Living science. Living science. So only science. You already know what is the science? Science is a systematic knowledge. And if you have systematic knowledge, you are taking a systematic knowledge in biology, then it is called in the living, then it is called biology. अगर आपने सिस्टमेटिक नॉलेज किसमें लिया? लिविंग में, तो यही कहेंगे कि बायोलॉजी है. तो लिविंग साइंस को हमने बायोलॉजी में रखा है. यह स्पेशल ब्रांच है जिसमें हम पढ़ेंगे लिविंग को. विच वन लिविंग. अब बात आती है विच वन लिविंग. कौन लिविंग है? विच वन लिविंग. देन वी सी हियर द विच वन लिविंग एंड विच साइंस इज कॉल्ड लिविंग साइंस. So which one living? You already know the some living characters by which you can say anything living and non-living. Living and non-living can be differentiated by some basic character. आप कुछ बेसिक लक्षणों के आधार पर लिविंग और नॉन लिविंग को अलग कर सकते हो. और उन्हीं की साइंस बायोलॉजी है. तो वी स्टडी हियर द बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट which is that is the which one living and which one not living. So we here learn that is the biology and introduction of the biology, that is living science. Then we study which one living. Some basic characters related to living, that is called living character, and living science is called biology. जो लिविंग की साइंस है उसी को बायोलॉजी कहते हैं. बायोलॉजी की दो ब्रांचेज हैं, एक जूलॉजी है, एक बॉटनी है. जूलॉजी में हम एनिमल की स्टडी करते हैं और बॉटनी में हम प्लांट की स्टडी करते हैं, और दोनों को एक साथ बायोलॉजी कहते हैं. बायोलॉजी है क्या? बायस मीन्स लाइफ, लॉगस मीन्स स्टडी. लाइफ क्या है? लाइफ मीन्स दैट इज द विच वन लिविंग, एंड द लिविंग हैव सम बेसिक कैरेक्टर बाय विच you can say anything living or anything non-living. Then you see here the living character, the characters of living, which one living. So we study here which one living. Living has some basic character. First character for living, the living body is made up of cell. The living body is made up of cell. Living body is made up of cell. First thing, the living body is made up of cell. The without cell no anyone living. It may be possible that is a single cell or many cell. Without cell no anyone living. The living have, that is the second character by which make anything living. The living have respiration. This is living character. If the anything living, then it respires. What is the respiration? Biochemical oxidation of food product is known as respiration. So that are living character. Third character for living, that is living have, that is third character, that is excretion. Excretion is the process by which the waste material, harmful material is removed from the body. If living thing then excrete a different type of waste material, that is called excretion. कुछ अनावश्यक चीज़ों बॉडी में बनते रहते हैं. किसी भी ऑर्गेनिज्म की बॉडी, लिविंग की बॉडी में कुछ अनावश्यक चीज़ें बनती रहती हैं. That are unnecessary substance present in the body. Removal of these substance from the body is called excretion. इसी को निकालना excretion है. यह जिनमें लिविंग है तो उनमें excretion भी है. बिना लिविंग excretion के लिविंग नहीं. That is the fourth character for living. That is the by which living have other character that are related to living. Sensitivity. If anything is living, then are sensitive. What is the sensitivity? That is the effect on temperature, sensitivity to temperature, sensitivity to light, sensitivity to touch. That are all the organism. If living, then they are sensitive. Maybe anything, the environmental effect, sensitive to environment, everything related to. अगर living है तो उसमें sensitivity होगी, अगर sensitivity नहीं तो living नहीं. टच करो तो भी उसको आइडेंटिफिकेशन होगा, लाइट बताएगा, आइडेंटिफिकेशन होगा. ये चीज़ें लिविंग के पास होती है, नॉन लिविंग के पास नहीं होती है. दूसरी चीज़, दैट इज अदर कैरेक्टर फॉर लिविंग, दैट आर रिप्रोडक्शन. लिविंग हैव ए रिप्रोडक्शन. You already know the reproduction is the basic, that is the characteristics of the living. If anyone living, then they are reproduced. What is the reproduction? Production of same type of penguin is called reproduction. Production of same type of penguin is called reproduction. So, if any organism have that is reproduction, then you can say it is the living. These are the some basic characteristics by which you can say anything living, anything non-living. So that is the other thing of that is the living have the sixth character. So that is called, that is the living have a character. That is living have movement. The movement occur in living. No locomotion. Living में होता है मूवमेंट होते हैं, लोकोमोशन नहीं बता रहा हूँ स्टूडेंट. मूवमेंट क्या है? गाड़ी रन करती है, ये लोकोमोशन है, वो लिविंग नहीं है. मूवमेंट क्या है? दैट इज मूवमेंट, दैट इज द टू टाइप्स. मूवमेंट इन दैट इज द प्रेजेंट इन दैट इज द ऑर्गेनिज्म. दैट इज द वन थिंग इज दैट इज द ट्रॉपिक मूवमेंट इन प्लांट एंड दैट इज नेस्टिक मूवमेंट इन प्लांट. सो मूवमेंट आल्सो करेक्टर. दे मूव टुवर्ड्स लाइट, टुवर्ड्स अर्थ, टुवर्ड्स केमिकल, एनीवेयर. दैट इज मूवमेंट इज द लिविंग कैरेक्टर. These are the movement of the body. Something, these are movement. So these are the movement is present in the body, then it is the living. Though these are the other thing is that is the living character. That is the growth. You know growth, you see growth, but it is something is difficult to define it. What is the growth? Unchangeable change. Unchangeable change in the body of organism by which dry weight are increasing is called growth. Unchangeable change, irreversible change you can say. Otherwise, you can say irreversible change in the body of organism by which dry weight are increasing. किसी भी ऑर्गेनिज्म की बॉडी में वैसा परिवर्तन जो फिर न परिवर्तित हो जाए, अपरिवर्तनीय परिवर्तन, जिससे किसी भी ऑर्गेनिज्म का ड्राई वेट बढ़ता हो, वह ग्रोथ है. सो दीज आर द ग्रोथ, दीज आर द लिविंग कैरेक्टर. इफ एनी ऑर्गेनिज्म हैव सच टाइप ऑफ कैरेक्टर, देन इट इज लिविंग, अदरवाइज नॉन लिविंग. दैट आर लिविंग साइंस इज बायोलॉजी. तो बायोलॉजी इज द लिविंग साइंस in which that is the we study about all every living being, which one living, which contains such type of character. These are the basic characters of living, and the science which deals these characteristics organism, that is called biology. Biology is that is the special branch of science in which we study about living. That is we completed one topic, that is what is the concept of biology. If आपको ये अच्छा जैसे आपने दिया, अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगती हो तो आप इसको सब्सक्राइब करिए, इसको शेयर करें और इसको आप कमेंट करें. अगर आपको ऐसे लग रहे हैं तो आप जो है लाइक करिए और इस पर कमेंट करिए। ये आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है, या अपने सजेशन भी देते रहें ताकि मैं उसमें वीडियो में और अपने तरीके से जो आपके तरीके से दूँ। थैंक यू।